Inside the astral plane, Armor's soul is on the line. The children of the atoms, sinister plot leads to the astral plane. The X-Men have journeyed there, but that's only the beginning. What horrors await in the climactic finale of Volume 3 of Ultimate X-Men? Ultimate X-Men Volume 2, Issue 18. A diabolical genius known as the Maker used time travel to create his ideal Earth by systematically preventing anyone from ever becoming a superhero, except for those on his secret Maker's Council, who he stationed to rule over different regions of the world. Haino Kuni, Land of the Sun, became one of the two hotbeds for mutant activity, but civilians were unaware until social media exploded with the story of the Children of the Atom, a cult for mutant youth led by zealot known as Maester, after Kanon Psylocke and her police officer brother Tatsuya found a suitcase containing a body. Following Nico Monroe's discovery of Hisako Ichike's armor's captivity by the Children of the Atom, Mei Igarashi, Maystorm, and her group of masked X-Men infiltrated the cult's hideout to rescue them. Though the team freed Hisako, she chose to climb inside Akihiro, the source of the cult's mutant abilities, to face Shinobi Kageyama, Shadow King. The X-Men are out of the astral plane. Kanon, this world's Psylocke, Maestor, Nico Monroe, and Futaba, as Akihiro is pinned on top of a cross above them. As May Storm turns around, the Maester recognizes her and says, "You." Maestro continues, "Where is Kageyama? Where is Hisako?" He points a needle toward Maury. The X-Men shout, "Maury," as Maester says, "Answer me," threatening to stab her. The Maester is holding Maury like a rabbit. Maystorm points inside of Akihiro and says, "There, in there." The Maester is shocked and replies, "You expect me to believe they are inside Akihiro? Do not mistake me for a fool." Suddenly, an optic blast tears through the arm of the Maestro. The Maestro the whole time is sweating and looks very ill. Maury says, "That beam, it is this world's Cyclops. Natsu Tsukishima." The X-Men scream, "Natsu!" The Maestro, confused, says, "My Natsu?" Natsu was not kidnapped. She was not lost. She was undercover within the X-Men and had been following the group. Maury runs towards Natsu. Natsu was the one that saved Maury, but Maury says, "I found you." The Maestro is shocked by all these revelations. The Maestro grabs Maury's hand and cuts it off. As the Maestro holds the severed hand, he says, "You won't escape me." Not so furious screams for Maury to come and blast the Maestro. Natsu goes to the aid of Maury. "Maury, are you all right? Can you stand?" she asks. The Maestro replies, "Natsu, you forgot who took you in." Even though Natsu has blasted holes through him, the Maestro still lives. He continues, "After you killed your own mother, you're a monster. Yet I cared for you, protected you. Is how you repay me?" The Maestro is sick, but he has a certain regeneration power, or perhaps he is gaining regeneration from another mutant. Natsu says, "I was scared, alone. I couldn't face what I'd done. And you, I wanted to trust you, but you only wanted my power." Meanwhile, Maury's arm, which had been cut off, begins regenerating. The Maester sneers, "Worthless mutants like you. No one will take care of you. You have nothing, no place to call home." Natsu responds, "I know you're right, but with them, I want to believe I can be more. Now get a move on. We've got to help Maury." Maury, sweating, watches as her arm continues regenerating. Futaba says, "Wait, shouldn't we grab Maury's arm? Can they stitch it back on?" Maury's memories are starting to come back, and she replies, "No, I can grow a new one." Her memories had been suppressed. The Maestro snarls, "Damn it. Bless your blood, number 127. By drinking Maury's blood, the Maestro begins regenerating. His injuries are healing rapidly. It is revealed that number 127 was found by Kanon and her brother in the park. The Maestro, who is this world's Mr. Sinister, had been trying to clone Maury and her healing abilities. The Maestro rises from his injuries. Akihiro, begging the Maestro to kill him over and over again. The Maestro looks down and says, "What's this, Akihiro? You're bleeding." The Maestro says, "Where those brats telling the truth? Are Hisako and Kageyama truly inside you?" As he tastes the blood, his eyes widen in shock. This taste, can it finally be complete? The Maester mutters behind him, all of this being live streamed by Yukio. 2 weeks later, in August, the X-Men have escaped and Yukio has streamed what had happened. On social media, people began posting, "Remember the meat case? Turns out it really was that freak cult, the Children of the Atom. Gross muties. I heard they were doing human experimentation. My ex, I totally saw that Yukio channel live stream. That was crazy. Yukio's account got banned. Can you believe it? She must have hit too close. Damn, that's messed up. I bet it's some government conspiracy. No post, no stream, nothing from any of Yukio's accounts. She's totally gone dark. Can you believe how many muties there are? I don't feel safe." A news reporter interrupts with breaking news. Breaking news. We've received a tip that raids will soon begin on the alleged cult of the Children of the Atom. This comes amid several simultaneous investigations targeting the mutant menace. Today, we may finally get some answers. These investigations were sparked by social media under the hashtag #MeatCaseIncident, which was rumored to involve human experimentation. An arrest warrant has been issued for the cult's top leader, known only as the Maester. The whereabouts of the Maester are currently unknown. We will continue to report on the progress of this investigation. It appears that everything which happened had been orchestrated by a higher power. Nico Monroe says, "That's crazy. Your whole arm's already grown back." Maury replies, "It's not all the way grown back yet, May. That takes time. It's scary, though. I forgot I could do this. But when I saw Akihiro, I remembered everything. Look, I've been cut up a bunch of times over the years. I think I've been experimented on to clone my abilities." Maury says, "It's okay, Maury. You don't have to show us. We believe you." Maury continues, "Because of this stupid regeneration power, I was his human guinea pig. They cut me up and I never die. I grow back, but it always hurts. I forgot that too, but now that's all I can remember. It hurts so much." Nico Monroe says, "You're free now, Maury, and you're with friends." Many questions, though. "You think he's dead?" Nico Monroe adds, "No, we heard something on the news. He escaped." May continues, "That sucks. I heard. His henchmen are missing too." Maury asks, "Hey, wait, when did Natsu join the X-Men anyway?" Maury sees Natsu and says, "We were just talking about you." Natsu replies, "Sorry I'm late." Maury notices, "You're not wearing your eye patch." Natsu says, "I thought it was time for a change. Do I look weird?" Nico Monroe says, "We missed you, Natsu. You've been through a lot." Natsu replies, "Yeah, thanks, Nico. I'm doing better now. May helped me through it." May was surprised it was her. Everyone says together, "We missed hanging out with each other," but they're still worried about Hisako. The X-Men question where Hisako and Kageyama went. They had entered Akihiro and then just disappeared. They hear that Akihiro has been taken into custody. Maystorm says before she left, Hisako said she was going to meet up with Tsubasa. Does anyone know where Tsubasa died? From the shadows, Yukio appears and says, "I know." The X-Men demand, "Who are you?" Yukio replies, "The real question is, do any of you know what is really going on?" Yukio continues, "The Maester of the Children of the Atom is still alive. He's planning something big. Project My X isn't over. You don't have to trust me, but you don't believe what the mainstream media feeds you." A mysterious crow-like mutant appears, biting the head off a crow while looking down at the citizens. Yukio continues, "Not that I have to tell you. You guys know it better than anyone. Only trust what you see for yourself." The crow-like mutant jumps onto civilians on the floor, stealing a woman's purse as the other Children of the Atom mutants follow the Maester, cutting down people in their way and leaving no witnesses. Hiroko, the reporter, says, "Hiroshi, if you ask me, I think the mutants are the real victims here. They're being abused by the Children of the Atom. It's no wonder they've gone into hiding. I hope the day will come when we can all live together in peace." Hiroshi, a new character, replies, "Indeed, Hirako, and may that day come soon." Yukio continues, "The mutants under Maestro's control are killing more and more. The clock is ticking. The Maestro looks on what the media is saying, but he knows exactly what he is orchestrating." Yukio continues. The only ones who can stop the Maester and protect the lost mutants are the X-Men. May says, I know that voice. You're the streamer, Yukio. Yukio continues. And protect Tsubasa. As she speaks, Yukio reveals where the body of Tsubasa lies. The X-Men question whether they can trust her. As they arrive, Nico Monroe breaks out the Staff of One. May questions, what's the glowing thing? Nico says, Hitodami. The Hitodami is a type of spirit. A Hitodami is a ball of fire said to be the soul of a person who died with a grudge. Some are seen during curse ritual at a temple. The Hitodami comes closer. Maury asks, is that a ghost? Natsu says, can you see it? It's Kanon. Kanon says, oh, hey, it's you guys. They question, what are you doing here? Kanon replies, same as you, right? I came with Tsubasa after he sacrificed himself to see if I could find some clues about where Hisako is. I first met Hisako here a few months ago. We had a bit of a showdown. I remember she was crying. Nico Monroe says, stop, as Maury questions, what's wrong? Kanon does not see anything but a white shadow ghost is pointing. It is pointing to a tree that is glowing red. Kanon says, what the hell is that? Maury says, this is where you've been. This is the ghost of Tsubasa, as he points to Hisako. Kanon says, let's rip that damn tree open. May says, no, I think Hisako's inside. They do not use a sword, but instead use their hands pulling at the tree. It is their friend Hisako in the tree. As she falls out of a tree, everyone screams, Hisako. The Maester says, I am honored by my children's faith in me. It has led to fulfillment of our ultimate purpose, and now I have found the perfect vessel, one whose rage and ambition is worthy of potential. Noriko. You will know Noriko, better known as Surge. Maestro continues, while you, brethren, have been out in the world, proving their worth, you have suffered defeat at the hands of these X-Men time and again. No longer. Let them know who is superior. As he speaks, he takes a syringe, fills it with My X, and jams it into his own neck. The Maester declares, My X, all this power is mine, mine alone. No one will take it from me. Next, Ultimate X-Men, Volume 2, Issue 19.